Okay students, welcome back to this exercise 10.5. Now before start with the 10.5 exercise, we will discuss this theorem 10.8. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by it in any point on the remaining part of the circle. Now see that first of all we will draw a circle. This is a circle, suppose. So this is now center of the circle. So if this is an arc given to us, and from here this is at center of the circle, and we have drawn this at the outer circle, this point. If we take these points as given in the book, A, P, Q, and this is the center B, and this is now point B. Now simply we can take up this as angle. Suppose this is angle 1, this is 2, this is 3, and again this is angle 4, this is 5, and this is angle 6. Now see that angle 1 is equals to angle 4, and similarly angle 2 is equals to angle 3, because they are the angles opposite to equal side. They are the angles opposite to this equal sides, so these angles will be equal, and again this angle will be equal. Now angle 5 will be equals to angle 2 plus angle 3, exterior angle is equal to 2 opposite interior angles, and similarly angle 6 will be equals to angle 1 plus angle 4. Now see that we can add up these two. So angle 5 plus angle 6 will be equals to angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 1 plus angle 4. Now angle 5 plus angle 6, this is angle POQ. So this is angle POQ is equals to now angle 2 plus angle 3 can be written as angle 2 plus angle 1 as it is, and angle 4 can be written as angle 1. So angle POQ is equals to twice of angle 1 plus twice of angle 2. So angle POQ is equals to twice of angle 1 plus angle 2. Now angle 1 plus 2, this is angle PAQ. So angle POQ is equals to twice of angle PAQ, or simply we can write angle PAQ is equals to half of angle POQ. So this is now proved. So this is proved that if the angle is at the center, suppose ये का भी हमने सर्किल बनाया, मीनिंग क्या आ रहा है अभी कि ये सेंटर पे जो भी एंगल बन रहा है, ये वाला एंगल, इस एंगल का जो भी रिमेनिंग पार्ट में एंगल होगा दैट विल बी हाफ. मीन्स ये वाला एंगल क्या होगा, इस वाले एंगल का हाफ होगा. ये प्रूफ करना था, यही अभी हमने प्रूफ किया हुआ है, बिकॉज ये थ्योरम बहुत जगह यूज होगी. सो नाउ कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 of this exercise. In figure 10.36, so this figure is already given, BOC and AOB is given to us. Now we can write angle AOC will be equals to angle BOC plus angle AOB. So angle AOC will be equals to, this is 30 plus 60, so 30 plus 60, therefore angle AOC will be equals to 90 degree. Now angle ADC, therefore angle ADC will be equals to half of angle AOC. So angle ADC will be equals to half into 90 degree. So angle ADC is equals to 45 degree, because angles made by this chord in the same segment of the circle will be half of that. So we have proved this. Now coming to question number 2. A chord of a circle is equal to the radius of the circle. Find the angle subtended by the chord at the point of the minor arc and also point at the major arc. Suppose this is the circle with center O. A chord of a circle is equal to the radius. So this is now chord and it is equal to the radius. So we know now it is an इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल, बिकॉज तीनों ही साइड इक्वल होगी तो क्या होगा, ये इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल हो गया एंड दिस एंगल विल बी द 60 डिग्री एंगल. सो वी कैन राइट दिस इज ए एंड बी. वी कैन राइट ओ ए इज इक्वल्स टू ओ बी इज इक्वल्स टू ए बी. सो दिस इज गिवन टू अस. देयरफॉर एंगल ए ओ बी विल बी इक्वल्स टू 60 डिग्री बिकॉज दिस इज इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल. इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल ए ओ बी. सो इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल हो गया तो इसका अभी एंगल कितना आ गया, 60 डिग्री. नाउ सी दैट इफ वी ड्रॉ एन आर्क इन अनदर सेक्टर एंड this will be the another angle. So this we can take up as P point and this is as Q. So now this angle APB, therefore angle APB will be equals to, now APB is the angle in the major arc. So APB is equals to, now we can say angle in the major arc, this is equals to angle APB. So angle APB will be equals to half of angle AOB, because the chord making an angle at the center, so this angle will be half of the center angle. So therefore angle APB is equals to half into 60. So angle APB is equals to 30 degree. So this is the angle in the minor arc, and for the major arc now see that this angle plus this angle will be equals to 180 degree, and angle APB plus angle AQB will be equals to 180 degree, cyclic quadrilateral. So angle AQB will be equals to 180 degree minus 30 degree. So angle AQB will be equals to 150 degree. So therefore angle of minor arc is 150 degree and angle of major arc is 30 degree. So we got these angles for the major and the minor arc, they are 150 and 30 degree. Now coming to question number 3. In figure 10.37, so 10.37 figure is given to us. This point is P and here it is R. So this is joined to point Q, this is to the R, and these 2 points are joined, and here it is point O, and this side is joined to this point O, and this is 100 degree already given to us. So first of all we will make a cyclic quadrilateral. We will draw a cyclic quadrilateral. We'll take up another point over here. Suppose PQR is given, so we can take it as point S. Now PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. PQRS is a cyclic. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, the sum of opposite angles, angle Q plus angle S, will be equals to 180 degree. So therefore, angle S will be equals to 180 degree minus 100. So angle S is equals to 80 degree. So we got angle S as 80 degree. So अभी इसका जो center पे angle होगा that will be double. So therefore, angle POR will be equals to twice of angle PSR, twice of angle PSR. So angle POR will be equals to twice into 80. So angle POR is equals to 160 degree. Now in triangle POR, this angles, angle 1 and 2. So this is angle as 1, this is angle as 2. So in POR, angle 1 plus angle, you can say angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle POR will be equals to 180 degree. Sum of angles of a triangle. So therefore, angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equals to 180 degree minus 160 degree. Now angle 1 plus angle 1 will be equals to 20 degree because angle 1 is equals to angle 2. These are the angles opposite to the equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides, because this side is equal to this side, they are the radii. So angle 1 and 2 will be equal. So twice of angle 1 equals to 20 degree. So therefore angle 1 is equals to 20 by 2. So we got angle 1 as 10 degree. So angle 1 is only this angle OPR. So therefore angle OPR is equals to 10 degree. So we got this angle now. Coming to question number 4. In figures 10.38, so we will make this figure 10.38. C, this is B. Now this complete angle is 69 degree given to us and this is 31 degree. So we can find out this angle. So this is A and this is now D. So in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equals to 180 degree. This is sum of angles of a triangle. So now angle A plus angle B is given 69 degree plus this is 31 degree. This is equals to 180. So angle A will be equals to 180 degree minus 100. So angle A is equals to 80 degree. So we got angle A as 80 degree and we need to find out angle BDC. So therefore angle BDC will be equals to angle BAC. BAC is equals to 80 degree because angles in the same segment, they are the angles in the same segment. So we got angle BDC as 80 degree. So this is proved. So now coming to question number 5th. In figure 10.39, so figure is already given to us. This is figure 10.39. This is now B and C. This point is D, and from here this point is E, and now this is 130 degree and this is 20 degree given to us, and this point is E, and this point is, this is A point. We need to find out BAC. So we need to find out this angle. We need to find out BAC. So see, in triangle BCD, we can find out first of all this can be find out. So this is the exterior angle actually. This plus this will be equals to this. Now in triangle CDE angle 130 degree is equals to angle, this is equals to 20 degree plus angle BDC plus angle BDC. This is the now exterior angle. So we can got angle BDC will be equals to 130 minus 20. So angle BDC will be equals to 110 degree. So we got this BDC as 110 degree. So therefore angle BAC will be equals to angle BDC. This will be equals to 110 degree. So therefore angle BAC is equals to 110 degree. So these are the angles in the same segment. So angles in the same segment are equal. So we got this angle. So now coming to question number 6th. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral with the diagonals intersect at point E. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, it is given to us. So suppose this is now ABCD. So this is A, B, C and D. This is a ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral whose diagonals intersect at point E. Suppose they are intersecting at point E, and if DBC is 70 degree, DBC, so this angle is given to us, this is 70 degree, and BAC is 30 degree, BAC this is just 30 degree. We need to find out BCD. So we need to find out B, C and D. This complete angle we need to find out, this BCD. So now see that if we take up this base, so this angle and this will be equal to this angle. So angle this D, angle CBD will be equals to angle, this angle CBD will be equals to angle CAD, angle CAD, this is equals to 70 degree. These are the angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment, they are equal. And similarly, taking this base, so this 30 will be equals to this 30, so we got this angle this is CAD. CAD, this is equals to now 70 degree. So this is now 70 degree we got. So now this is and this, the sum of these two angles, angle AA will be angle A plus angle C will be equals to 180 degree, because this is a cyclic quadrilateral given to us, cyclic quadrilateral. So therefore angle BCD will be equals to 180 minus 100. So angle BCD is equals to 80 degree. We got BCD as 80 degree. Now it is given that if AB is equals to BC, so if AB is equals to BC, now see that this AB is equals to BC, so therefore this angle will be equals to this angle. Now we can say angle BCA, so therefore, so when this is equal to this, then angle BAC will be equals to angle BCA will be equals to 30 degree. So when this is now 30 degree, so we can find angle ECD. So therefore angle ECD will be equals to angle BCD minus angle BCA, angle BCA. So angle ECD will be equals to 80 degree minus 30 degree. Therefore angle ECD will be equals to 50 degree. So this is now proved. So now coming to question number 7th. The diagonal of a cyclic quadrilateral are the diameters of the circle, then through the vertices of the quadrilateral, then prove that it is a rectangle. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral now given to us, and these diagonals, they pass through the center of the circle. So they pass through the center of the circle, so this angle will be 90 degree. We can write A, B, C and D. So angle ABC will be equals to 90 degree, because this is the angle in the semicircle, angle in the semicircle. Similarly, angle BCD will be equals to 90 degree, and angle CDA will be equals to 90 degree, and angle DAB will be equals to 90 degree. So therefore ABCD is a rectangle. So ABCD is a rectangle we have proved, because all these angles are 90 degree, because these are the angles made by the diameter in the semicircle. So once all the angles are 90 degree, so it is a rectangle. Now coming to question number 8th. If the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, so this is a trapezium now. So this is A, B, C and D. This side is equal given. So AB is parallel to CD, this is given to us, and AC is equals to BD, this is also given to us. So first of all, we will draw the perpendiculars to this. Suppose this is now E point and another perpendicular from this side, this is now F point. So draw AE perpendicular to CD and BF perpendicular to CD. Now in these two triangles, now in triangle ABCD, EC and triangle BFD. So this AE will be equals to BF because perpendicular distance, because this is the perpendicular distance between parallel lines, and second one is angle E is equals to angle F is equals to 90 degree, and AC is equals to BD. This is already given to us. Therefore triangle AEC is congruent to triangle BFD by RHS congruency. So therefore we can say angles ACE is equals to angle BDF by CT. Now see that this is a cyclic quadrilateral, it is given to us. We need to prove that. So now this angle A plus angle C. So angle A plus angle C will be equals to 180 degree. This is the co-interior angles. So therefore angle A plus angle D will be equals to 180 degree because angle A is equals to angle D. This is already proved. So once the sum of opposite angles is 180 degree, so therefore it is a cyclic. Therefore I can say ABCD is a cyclic. So this is now proved. ABCD is a cyclic. So now coming to question number 9th. So this is the figure given to us. It is given that two circles intersect at 2 points B and C. So they are intersecting at point B and C, and through B two line segments ABD and PBQ. So this is now ABD and PBQ. They are drawn to intersect the circles at ADP and Q. Now we need to prove that angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. So first of all, before proving this, we will join this D and Q point, and from here this is A and P point. So these are now the chords for us. So before going for that, we will mark these angles, that will be better for our understanding. So now this is suppose angle 1 and this is angle 2, and here this will be angle 3. So we will take up this way now, and again this side is also joined. Actually this CD is joined. So this CD is joined, we will join this side also, and we will take up another angle. So this will be now angle 4. So this is angle 4 now. So we will write join AP and DQ. We have joined this AP and this DQ. Now taking DQ as a chord, so DQ chord पे भी ये एंगल 3 और 4 बन रहे. So we can say angle 3 is equals to angle 4 because we are the angles in the same segment. So these are the angles made by this chord in the same segment. So this is the equation number 1. Similarly, angle 1 will be, now we can take up this AP as the chord. Now taking this AP as chord, so we can write angle 1 is equals to angle 2, again angles in the same segment. So this is now equation number 2, and angle 2 is equals to angle 3. angle 2 is equals to angle 3. They are the vertically opposite angles. So this is now equation number 3. So from 1, 2 and 3. Now see 1, 2 and 3. Angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 2 equals to angle 3. So this now angle 3 becomes equals to angle 4 and angle 3 and 4 are equal. So therefore angle 1 and 4 will be equal. So from 1, 2, 3 we got angle 1 is equals to angle 2 equals to 3 equals to angle 4. So all angles are equal. So therefore we can write angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. So this is now proved. Now coming to question number 10th. If the circle are drawn taking two sides of a triangle at the diameter, then prove that the point of intersection of the circles lie on the third side. I have drawn one triangle and there is one circle taking this side as the diameter and there is another circle taking this side as the diameter. So these are the two, you can say these are the rough figures now. So this is now point A, B and C, and this is the point of intersection D. Suppose I have taken that they are not intersecting at point D. So we will join this part and again we will draw a line. Suppose this is now D dash and from here join A, join AD, and we will prove this by contradiction that let D dash is the point of intersection. Suppose we have taken D dash is the point of intersection. So once they are intersecting at point D, so we can say that angle BDA will be equals to 90 degree and similarly angle CDA will be equals to 90 degree because these chords are perpendicular. So this is now equation number 2 and this is equation number 1. So adding BDA plus angle CDA, this will be equals to 90 plus 90. So angle BDA plus angle CDA will be equals to 180 degree. So this is a straight line. Now suppose that if they are intersecting at point D, suppose circles are intersecting at D dash. So angle BD dash A will be equals to 90 degree and similarly angle CD dash A will be equals to 90 degree. So angle BD dash A plus angle CD dash A will be equals to 90 plus 90. So angle BD dash A plus angle CD dash A will be equals to 180 degree. So this is only possible when D and D dash coincide. So this is only possible when D and D dash coincide. Therefore we can say, therefore the point of intersection lies on lies on third side. So this is proved. So now coming to question number 11th. ABC and ADC are the two right angles with a common hypotenuse AC. So this is now B, this is A, this is C, and from here also there is another right angle triangle. This is now D. ABC and ADC, they are the two right angles with a common hypotenuse AB. Prove that angle CAD is equals to angle CBD. CAD is equals to angle CBD. So we need to join this. Now we need to prove that angle CAD. So this is the angle, and next one is the angle CBD. This is angle. So we need to prove that these two angles are equal. Now see that angle B plus angle D is equals to 90 plus 90. So angle B plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. It is given that these are the right angles. These are the right angle triangles. So sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. So sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. Therefore ABCD is a cyclic because sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. Now see, once this is a cyclic, अभी cyclic अगर ये हो गया, so it will be like this. So this is now B, C, D and A. If we join this and this, so this will be now with the common chord. So this angle and this angle we need to prove as equal. So once they are cyclic, so we can take this chord CD. So taking chord CD, angle. So now these angles, angle CAD will be equals to angle CBD because these are the angles in the same segment. So now this is proved because these are the angles in the same segment. CD को लिया ये एंगल और ये एंगल. So these are the angles in the same segment. Proved. Now coming to question number 12, we need to prove that the cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle. So cyclic parallelogram. So this is A, B, C and D. We need to prove that cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle. Now we know that angle A will be equals to angle C and angle B will be equals to angle D because these are the opposite angles of parallelogram ABCD. So opposite angles of the parallelogram, they are equal, and this is also a cyclic. So angle A plus angle C will be equals to 180 degree because ABCD is cyclic. ABCD is cyclic. So in cyclic parallelogram, sum of the opposite angles will be equals to 180 degree. So now using this, A is equals to C, so I can write angle A plus angle A will be equals to 180 degree. So twice of angle A equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle A equals to 180 degree by 2, angle A equals to 90 degree. So we got one angle is 90 degree. So if one angle of a parallelogram is 90 degree, immediately parallelogram becomes rectangle. So therefore we can say ABCD is a rectangle. So this is now proved. So now coming to the example number 6 on page number 184. this is a very important example from the exam point of view. Prove that the quadrilateral formed if possible by the internal angles bisector of a quadrilateral is cyclic. So एक कोई quadrilateral दिया हुआ है अभी हमें, इसके इंटरनल बाइसेक्टर से एक क्वाड्रिलेटरल बना हुआ है अभी. So this is a quadrilateral now made by internal bisectors of these sides. So we can take this as, suppose this is now A, B, this is now C and D. So these are the internal bisectors. So we can take this 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 and this is 7 and this is 8, and similarly this is 9 and this will be as 10. It will be better if I can take like this, and again here it will be now 11 and this will be as 12. So we have taken these angles now. So here it is given that these are the bisectors given to us. So we can write angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4, angle 5 is equals to angle 6, and we can take these points also as, so this will be E, suppose F, this is G and this is H, or we can take up E, F, G and this point as H. 5, 6 and angle 7 is equals to angle 8. For this A and B, this AE is angle bisector, AE is angle bisector, and similarly for this 3 and 4, DE is angle bisector, and for this 6 and 7, CG is angle bisector, and for this we can write BG is angle bisector. Now see that in this triangle, angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 11 will be equals to 180 degree. So now this take up as equation number 1, and similarly angle 5, angle 6 plus angle 8 plus angle 9 will be equals to 180 degree. So this is equation number 2 as angle sum property of the triangles. Now we can find out this as these two angles. Now these are the angle bisectors already given, so we can write angle 3 as half of angle D, or this is half of angle A. So half of angle A plus half of angle B plus half of angle C plus half of angle D will be equals to, this complete will be equals to 360 degree. So half of this plus we can take up plus angle 11 plus angle 9, this will be equals to 360 degree. Now we can take up half as common. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D and plus angle 11 plus angle 9 So this will be equals to now 360 degree. Now A plus B plus C plus D, this will be 360 degree. So I can write angle half plus 360 degree plus angle 11 plus angle 9, this will be equals to 360 degree. So this will be now 180 plus angle 11 plus angle 9 will be equals to 360 degree. So angle 11 plus angle 9 will be equals to 180 degree. So angle 11 plus 9, now these are the vertically opposite angles. So angle 11 will be equals to angle 12 and angle 9 will be equals to angle 10, because they are the vertically opposite angles. So in this equation number 3, we can write angle 11 as angle 12. So this as equation number 4. So now using equation 3 and 4, we can write angle 12 plus angle this 10 will be equals to 180 degree. So since the sum of opposite angles is 180 degree, so it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So therefore EFGH is a cyclic quadrilateral. So this is now proved. Since the sum of opposite angles is 180 degree, so it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So we have finished our exercise and this chapter circles. Thank you very much. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप अभी तक हमने जो भी पढ़ा आपको समझ में आया होगा. इन केस अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट है, आप हमें कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो. आप हमारे एपिसोड्स को लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी रेफ़र कीजिए, ताकि हम आपके लिए और भी अच्छे अच्छे सोल्यूशंस ला सकते हैं. ओके, टेक केयर, गुड बाय एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू.